Okay, welcome to the 26th, Boxing Day, yay! It's the day after, or 2 days after Christmas Eve. Enjoyed myself so far. As you saw the vlog yesterday, it wasn't too big. I've actually was taking a look online to a couple of the places, you know, like the electronic places, to see what they had on sale for Boxing Day. And I found one place that was selling what they call as tablet, I say tablet PCs, they're not tablet PCs, they're like the iPads and the Android tablets. And I was looking around, taking a look to see what they had available, and instead of going with the iPad, which is fairly overpriced for my liking, I was taking a look at some of the Android ones, and some of them are going on some really good sales there, fairly cheap, but with some good specs on them. And I had actually found one from Asus with a 7-inch screen, 2 gig, some fairly good amount of RAM, good processing speed, going for a good price. So I'm actually going down to see if I can actually pick one up today, if I can. If so, I'll pick up one today. It's going for about $101, then plus taxes on top of that. And I may have to get what you call an SD card for it as well. Not a small 8 gig, but something like a 32 or 64 to put in there to maximize the amount of space on it. Because usually these tablets don't have that much space to begin with to work with. So I'm going to try to get that done today and do a small review today as well. So this is going to be a mixed vlog and review for today's posting. So bear with me. I'm going to go down, pick it up, see if I can actually get it today. If so, I'll bring that home tonight. I'll bring that home and actually start doing the review, and hopefully you guys will like it. Because this is one that I really wanted to do and really wanted to deal with, because I did do a review a long time ago on another tablet PC which I had bought a number of years ago, which didn't last me too long, because due for the fact is that it was one of those type of tablets that how can I say, the battery wasn't too good, the memory was sucky like crazy. It didn't have the specs that I was hoping to have. And not only that, recharging the batteries sucked the daylights out of it, and I didn't like it at all. And the batteries were the worst case for this one. And for the simple fact is that within about a half hour to an hour, the batteries were already drained. So basically you would have to literally keep it plugged in just to play what you want to play on it, which was not a good thing that I liked from it, and it just was horrible on it. This one from Asus, which I was looking at, looked fairly good, and I've used most of their motherboards for computers and all that, worked fantastic over the years, considering I've used them since the early days of the AMD K6-2 processors, way back when. And they've always been good, so I know that they're good value for it. So I know what they are worth, and I know the value that Asus actually brings to the table on any of their products. So bear with me. I'm going to go down now to Staples, which is close by here, and actually pick one up and see if I can get one. If I can, fantastic. So let's go for it. Anyhow, so that was a quick and easy check. I went down to 2 of the electronic stores. I was hoping to take a look for a tablet PC. Guess what? They all ran out, or they were actually misprinted prices. So that kind of shot everything out the window. Most of these guys on Boxing Day says, I don't believe it. They're up your wazoo saying, can I help you, can I help you, can I help you? And I said 4 times for 4 different people, no thanks, I am not interested, I am just looking around. And they're, how can I say, on Boxing Sale, I think they're on quota to push the products out. And that I wouldn't believe should surprise me or not, that they are on quota. For the simple fact is I don't believe in pushing products out just so you can get your money's worth. I know for most people like myself who are not only, you know, sales reps, who are also technicians, who also do honest work on the backside, you put yourself in your client's shoes and you help work with them. Not pushing product and saying, oh yeah, that's good, never mind, everything else and try to make the best buck possible. Most people that I find these days, especially dealing with big box stores, are doing that. And I can see them like a mile away. And I did this one time before where I had to buy a printer through one of these big box stores when I was actually getting a job. And I needed to get a simple printer that did faxing, printing, and the whatnot. So I said, great, I'll take this printer. And I said to him, listen to what I have to say. I said to him, I'm not looking for any extended warranties. I'm not looking to get any extra ink. I just need to get this printer. Will this work X, Y, and Z? And of course, they said, do you need any extra printer for it? I said, did you listen to what I just said? And they said, oops, you're right. Sorry. And most of these people don't listen because it's second nature to push. And this is what I don't like about sales reps that are pushy. I tend to snap at them back. And not to be rude, in some cases, if you're a good sales rep, or a good rep in general, you listen to what your client has to say. If they're looking for a particular piece or a particular product, it's for a particular reason. And most of these guys don't listen. And I wish they would listen because it would make life a lot easier for most people. In some cases, yes, you'll get silly people that will say, okay, I'll buy this, 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 and this, and get the extended warranty for this, that, and the other thing. You know, in certain circumstances, you can put yourself in their shoes and say, okay, yes, this, you need this, or this, that, and the other thing because of this, not because you just want to make the most money out of each person. Myself, over the years that I've done sales reps before, is I put myself in their shoes and I say, okay, look, let me get you the best possible deal possible with what you're looking for. And I usually do this on every call or on every situation that I had, where I put myself in their shoes and say, okay, you need this, this, and this. This is the reason why, boom, boom, boom. And I give them in a way that is acceptable for both them, that it benefits them, and it also benefits me because I'm also getting my bonuses. Some of these people just don't look at it that way. They just think of a quick sale, that's it, that's all. And sure, what will happen at the end is that they may return the item because they didn't need this, that, and the other thing. And they'll come back and return the item just because they didn't need all those extra options. This is why I hate sometimes these big box stores. This is why I go to usually places where I know myself as a technician, I deal with other technicians and we both know what the other one is looking for, we both know what the other one needs, and we keep it to the basic. You need this, do you have it? Yes, boom. If not, they find you another place that you can go get it at and go from there. This is why I'm really disappointed at some of these big box stores in getting what I'm looking for, and I'm going elsewhere with my money for what I'm looking for. I had also found another tablet PC elsewhere, brand spanking new, at one of my local wholesalers that usually deals with big box stores and the smaller computer stores. So with that there being said, I'm actually going to go tomorrow to meet up with Robert and to be able to pick up a possible another laptop for my parents, something that they can actually use and be able to do their digital photography with, and to be able to edit video and to do emails and the whatnots. And this they're going to have to learn on a daily basis, not like what they did with the other laptop where it actually died from not being used. And I keep telling them that they should use it on a daily basis, and they don't, just because they don't feel like it should be used on a daily basis. And not only that, if they want to go into digital photography, they need to be able to use their own digital cameras, which they do have, and be able to do their own photography. Not like last night where my father says, oh, do you have your camera? Yeah, why? And they said, well, take pictures. Oh, take your camera. You can take pictures too. And of course, you know how parents are these days. They are one of the ones that say, oh, I don't know how, or they just refuse to learn it because they think it's too bloody complicated. It's not complicated. It is easier as you use it more often. And like I do with my digital camera here, almost on a daily and on a weekly basis when I'm doing my reviews, and of course my vlogs of the day. And my beautiful wife always loves that, and she knows I try to do it not only for her, but for everybody else that watches my vlogs and my reviews as well, that I try to do it for everybody. And also keep it at a simple, basic terms that everybody can understand and everybody will love. That's one thing I like to do sometimes myself. It's just to keep it on a clean, basic, simple level. Especially on digital stuff and on cameras. And, of course, everything else in between. Just for the fact is that, yes, it can be complicating remembering all these silly-willy, techno-dweeby, techno-weenie kind of stuff. And what I try to do is try to filter it in such a way that in certain cases, certain things mean certain values mean certain performance things on computers and everything else. And try to show it in such a way that when these values are met in such a way that they're great. Okay? Sometimes lower is better, sometimes higher is better, depending on the situation. Anyhow, that's another story entirely. And I'm getting off topic here. I can say, you can see that. At any rate, still early in the afternoon for vlogging still. I'm going to go to one or two other places, just for the simple fact I'm out for the day. And instead of staying at home all day and just doing nothing, or sitting in front of the computer and doing nothing, I figured to just get out a little bit and get some fresh air and all that. What I might do is I might bring some donuts home, because my brother is coming in from Toronto, and I figure he's probably going to have something to quickly munch on and have some dinner with us too. And possibly we might go out for lunch tomorrow. So I'll be definitely doing some more photography then. And tomorrow, definitely for sure, pick up those stuff that I want to look at and get those things done. So bear with me. We're still going through the day's lot. So I'll be back. Okay, yeah, that's what I just needed. Just to start off with a vlog, or near the end of the vlog for just a day. The back end of the ambulance. What can I say? Oh, Jesus. Anyhow, I went to take a look around a couple of the other stores, just to take a look around and see. Because it's Boxing Day, I don't like being in places where you got so many people. Especially during the Christmas and Boxing Day. That's where you get so many problems. So I decided to go over to my local Tim Hortons, which is right over there, which is right in Rosemere, and I decided to get some Tim Hortons donuts and some Timbits. And being a Canadian, I gotta have my Tim Hortons bagels, and not bagels, donuts and Timbits. Brought that home because that's going to be for when my brother arrives, and at least we can have a little something together until dinner time. So that being said, I am not going to go out in this type of conditions to go down to the stores to see what they have electronic wise. Even if I did, they're either going to be ones sold out, because during the Christmas holidays, especially Boxing Day, where it's supposed to be a lot cheaper and all that, don't always believe what you see. Sometimes it's marked up, sometimes it's marked down with the rebates, this, that, and the other thing. I don't usually trust those too often. I'm so used to going to special liquidation places where they usually get computers, tablets, you name it, the gamut, from laptops to desktops to workstations to regular desktops to servers, which cost a lot less because they've already been used and they've already been upgraded to some extent, or maintained to a certain extent to better perform. And they've already gone through, in most parts, like I've seen in my previous places, where they have actually done the vital repairs and all that on these, desktops, laptops, workstations, and servers. So most of those times when they go through periodic recalls or things like that, it's already been covered. So something like this, going down to the local big box stores, it's not always for me. I was even looking through, trying to see for these large LED displays or screens, because I'm using a old tube type that's been around for about 13 or 14 years. It's still good, still does the job. I'm not complaining about it, but it's going to come to a time where I'm going to have to replace it, and not many people are taking in old tube type TVs because they're of the older technology. And most of the time, with the new boxes that are coming out from local cable companies, they're all high definition, so you must have a LCD screen or LED display in order to run them. So for something like that, eventually I'm going to have to upgrade my TV to something a little bit better. So in the meantime, I'm looking for something that I could possibly buy instead of getting hardware of the usual type. I might get something like that for home purpose only. So that being said, I'm going to do a little bit more homework on that and possibly something else. So at this time, I'm in no rush in taking a look at those things. And besides, my thing there for my pass for next month is coming up really soon. I can spend the extra money on that for next month's bus pass. So with that being said, I'm going to cut this vlog short for the day, just for the simple fact that I didn't go to that many different places today, and taking a look outside what's there, it's not fun. This is something that it's kind of like a buyer's beware type of thing, especially when it comes to electronics and all that, and things of that nature. So with that being said, I'd like to wish everybody a good afternoon, a good evening, good morning, wherever you are across this big globe of ours, especially going through YouTube. It's such a big community in such a small place. Till then, folks, if you like what you see, please comment down below, give your thumbs up, and please do comment. I do look at your comments on a daily basis. If you're a newcomer to YouTube, please subscribe to my channel here. Please put in some good wordings if you feel. If you want to see something different, please mention it in the comments. I do read them, and I do like what I do see sometimes. So till then, everybody, I want you guys to have a good time and enjoy my vlogs, okay? Till then, till next time, Carl out.